What's up, guys? I'm done with Defense and Safety's knives again. Round two. 5 more knives, and this was a very, very challenging set to do because I had to do them all in one day. I promised him that I would have them done tonight, and if I didn't do them all tonight, then it would be probably next week before I could have shipped them out to him. So I had to sit here and sharpen for about 3.5 hours straight. So I'm pretty tired, needless to say. So I'm not going to prove sharpness. Normally, if it's a new customer, I'll show the sharpness of each blade, because some people will get my knives and then cut with them, and then they won't appear to be sharp. So people think that I'm sending out substandard work, which isn't the case. But so normally I show sharpness before I package them, but Todd's a return customer, and I know he knows how to tell when a knife is sharp, so I don't need to prove the sharpness. He'll be able to tell exactly how they are when he gets them Saturday. So the ZT350, Todd, we talked about this. I didn't take it all the way to the maximum 10,000 grit. I left it at right around 3,000 grit. As you can see, it's still a reflective edge, but it's not like the crazy mirror that some of the other ones have. What it is, though, is still an extremely sharp edge, and it grabs like the Emerson at the top. I mean, it absolutely grabs skin like crazy. It's weird how the lower grit knives seem to grab skin better than the higher polished knives, but that's how it works. The coating looks kind of funky because when I tape them up, when you take the tape off, it leaves these dry spots in the coating. That's what I call them, dry spots. They're pretty much places with no oil in the coating, and as soon as you put oil on there, it just blackens it back up. It's not anything permanent, if you guys are seeing that. It literally goes away if you just rub your finger on it. The Cali 3.5, I took it all the way to the maximum. As you can tell, the edge is ridiculously reflective. Guess I'll show it on this. As you can tell, the edge is crazy reflective. This is a hair whittling edge all the way to 10,000 grit. Really cool knife. I love this knife. The benchmade mini grip had an extremely off-center edge. I tried to shape it up as much as I could, but I didn't want to do it too drastically because I would really shorten the life of the knife and take a lot of steel off. This is up to 10,000 grit, hair whittling. Dragonfly is also up to 10,000 grit and a hair whittling edge. This had an extremely off-center edge also, and you can see right here, you see my bevel, then you see some of the factory grind left, and then my bevel again. My bevel starts here, then goes all the way to the apex of the edge, then comes back. You can see right there how it does. All that factory grind left right there is just going to have to come out in the next couple sharpenings, because that is way too much steel to be removing to correct that all at one time. And it's such a small knife that I would be really shortening the life of this blade if I took that much steel off at one time. So as you can see, this side's perfect, and then this side is really, somebody just went too shallow right there at the factory. It's not a big deal though. This is hair whittling also. And then the CQC 15, me and you talked about it, leaving it a little toothy, which I did. It's right around 1,000 grit. As you can see, the edge isn't as pretty as the other ones. This is factory angle. This is also factory angle, but it's actually two different angles. As you can see, still, that's not me sharpening. That looks like a bevel there, but it's not actually. The camera exaggerates how it looks. It's actually just where Emerson buffed it. There you go, you can see it. I didn't sharpen on this side. What I did for this chisel is I just sharpened, formed a burr, then I ran the blade on a flat on a stone like that to remove the burr. Then I just went up through the grits like this. There you can tell. Didn't sharpen on this side at all. This side is what I did. talk about grabbing flesh. This thing is absolutely ridiculous. When you feel it, Todd, it's going to blow your mind. This is probably the dullest knife that I'm sending his way, because he requested it to be toothy, which to skin it feels probably the sharpest, but it's actually the dullest. But as you can tell, none of the blades I ship out are dull. This is what I consider to be duller than the rest of the knives, and it's still easily able to slice phone book paper and toilet tissue and all that. But this edge I'm really proud of. I've never done a chisel. Did this on the Edge Pro, turned out really good, and it absolutely chews into skin. It's crazy. You can see my fingers. I do the Murray Carter 3-finger test, and it chews my fingers up, as you can tell. It just comes with the territory. I sharpen a lot of knives, so I'm testing sharpness a lot. But anyway, Todd, there you go, man. Second order completed, and thank you for being kind and everything like that. And I'm really hoping you're going to be happy with this, and I look forward to hearing from you. I'm sending it out tomorrow. Should get to you Saturday. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.